Hey, what's going on, y'all? Pretty decent Wednesday afternoon going on. Definitely want to touch on something today before I provide my perspective on anything. I want to send my deepest condolences to the family and the families that were affected by what took place in Baton Rouge. Following that, I want to say this, secondly. I told you guys before, man, all the information and all the perspective and all the views I give y'all come from a place of experience. I'm gonna tell you from my personal experience, from evolving into somebody, much greater than I was maybe 4, 5, 6 years ago, whatever the case may be. The issues and a lot of the plights and a lot of the struggles and a lot of the nonsense you deal with is solely based upon you. You have to physically and mentally change yourself before you begin to inflict change, around your economy or the social world or your environment, whatever the case may be. Those things you run in your mouth and talking about, those things you want to see, those things you wish to come to fruition, you got to make them. You got to execute them within yourself first. Again, I know it sounds cliche, but you got to be that change you want to see. I see a lot of us with our comments and our opinions and our perspectives, but I tell you guys all the time, man, you got to be analytical. You got to ask yourself, what are you doing to rectify these issues or to assist in these issues, inflaming or getting worse? Think about your day-to-day. Think about the time you're spending with your children. Think about the energy you putting out. Ask yourself, are you holding yourself accountable for your actions? Are you holding yourself accountable for the steps you're making in life? Are you holding yourself accountable for the imagery that you're surrounding yourself with, your peers or your children? Are you holding yourself accountable for the things that you turn a blind eye to, but you want to hold, strangers on the other side of the nation accountable for their actions? And I say that to say this. One of the biggest things I try to get through to people, and again, coming from a place of experience, this system is run off three major elements, in my opinion: fear, dependence, and lack of education. These are many of the reasons why, as a people, and not even the people of color, but the people of oppression, period, are behind. Because we lack those three things, or we don't have enough, or we're not really given, a proper amount of it out the gate. You cannot break these chains and help build them Monday through Friday. I say that to the people with those strong opinions, or again, something that affected me, the people that hate nepotism, but that's scared to get out there and go create something for themselves. That's scared to go build a foundation. That doesn't champion their brother or sister when they tell them, man, I'm trying to open a business because I want to control my destiny. I want to control how I get paid. I want to be able to move around at my leisure. Again, that goes back to what I just said. Those are one of the controlling factors. Dependence, reliance. As long as somebody is pretty much in control of your livelihood, man, they can damn near dictate everything you do. And you see it in your day-to-day. These strangers have the power to dictate your Monday through Friday. They're grasping 71% of your whole year and telling you how you better live it if you want this dollar. But when your brother next to you decide he want to open a business, you know where to be found. You run into every other crevice in your city to go support somebody else's infrastructure in their business, but won't support your own. You got your own dreams, goals, and vision, but you won't step out on faith to go do that. But you would gamble, you would run a red light, you would partake in unprotected sex, but you ain't big and bad enough to go pursue your dreams to lay a foundation for you and your family. So they don't got to be dependent on strangers. So nobody can control and dictate their lives for the majority of their lives till they 60 or 70 years old. Number 2, our trajectory, our imagery, the things pollinating our earbud. We cannot supposedly be soldiers for revolution and change, but we celebrate artists and rappers and entertainers who perpetuate violence within our own communities. You cannot bump the brick music Monday through Friday, but then want to be a revolutionary soldier on Sunday, man. It's a conflict of interest. And again, like I said, it starts with you. What messages are you letting slide? What audio? What are you playing your babies? You a parent. You ain't got no me time. Me time is over. You cannot have a busy, long day working your 9 to 5 to help somebody else dream. And every time you come in the house, you want to send your kids off in the room and tell them, go watch TV, go outside, go do this and that, because you need some you time because you had a long day. What changes are you making on your end and your forefront to bring about change in the future? To get better leaders, to get better results? When's the last time you posted about Chicago? When's the last time you posted about Milwaukee? When's the last time you posted about Missouri? The places who catching bodies left and right. But I'm starting to understand that, especially with my demographic and my people, the life is not as the life isn't valued as much, if it's taken by somebody who shares the same skin color. And this one of the biggest things I want to break to people. For all my people who've been there, have you ever walked in a strip club and you had to go ask a young lady in a G-string or a thong, is she working? Is she stripping? Should you throw money at her? I highly doubt it. Her trajectory when you walked through the door already told you what time it was. You understood that she didn't really mind exposing herself for the dollar. It wasn't a big deal. So you didn't have to ask in the first place. You had the pre-notion when you walked through the door past security, you can go throw this young lady to undress herself. You have to understand when you're bumping and you're championing music that speaks on the genocide of your generation or your ethnicity or your demographic, how can you expect another demographic to respect it if you don't respect it? Y'all, like we actually partake and support these people who holler kill, 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 dope, 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 hoes, 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 money, money, cars. But then you expect another race to look at you with some honor and some value. We actually repost this garbage and put it on our timelines. We have our children sing to this bullshit. We have them dance around and parade. But when music becomes reality and it hits home, you know, then we all up in norms. There got to be change. There got to be revolution. Man, listen. I'm not saying this system isn't built off bias and injustice. I've actually been saying that forever. What I'm saying is, you have to be the change you want to see. You cannot have timeless. This is a whole time problem. Adversity don't sleep. The killing don't sleep. Our babies being hunted don't sleep. I mean, that's another thing. I educate my children on gun violence, but I still see y'all tear me down in the comments, and I tell y'all all the time, man, it don't hit home till it hit home. It ain't real till you on the news. It's all funny news till your face on it or your children on it. Then you want to hit us with woulda, coulda, shouldas. Man, self-eval. Step back and ask yourself what you doing to push this culture forward. What are you really doing in your day-to-day to help build us up? And again, I'm not saying change the world in a day, because it's not going to happen. Man, I've been mentoring 5 years, and I'm finally just breaking through in 2016. But I make an effort that if I died today, my children are going to be functioning, revolutionary, educated, strong-willed leaders. They're not going to lay down for nothing. That's the question you got to ask yourself when you pointing fingers at everybody else. Do y'all value each other's lives? Do y'all value each other's time? Do y'all value each other's products? Do y'all support each other? Are y'all riding for the cause? Or y'all just social activists? What about your children? What are they doing? You ain't never too young to be a soldier. It's a bunch of them in the Congo right now. And I'm gonna just keep reminding y'all, man, I don't want to hear about them. I want to hear about you. I need to understand why not even just myself, others in my community, man, been holding back the school giveaways for years now. But Boosie was just here July 4th weekend, man, and I seen the whole city turned up. I seen everybody posting at the concert. Everybody having a good time. But we will not get up, man. Listen, and I don't need your money. I came here independently. I came here from a business front. I've been an owner for 4 to 5 years now. I want us to get back and help these babies that don't have it, that don't have a pops, that can't get a book bag, that can't get shoes, that can't get X, Y, and Z. I don't even want your bread, man. Extend your time. That means more than anything. But y'all not there. But somebody get killed in a whole nother state and everybody up in arms, man. Check yourself, self-eval. Ask yourself, what are you doing? Are you really helping the cause of? Man, listen, it's a gang of leaders out here that know about all the problems. What are solutions at though? Put the Jordan money down, put the purse money down, put the drug money down, put all that down. Help your kids' dogs go to school. He might not have a book bag. Help him with the book bag. Help him with the supplies. Keep reminding y'all, man, I speak from a place of experience. For those who don't know, my great-grandfather, I'm in Tampa, Florida. He retired from Tampa Police Department, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Had uncles and aunts there as well. My father, whom many of you seen, if you've seen me speak, retired after 28 years. I myself, if you read my bio, I worked there 4 years as a 911 dispatcher. Man, I done seen street levels, corporate level, and entrepreneurship, mentorship, all that. I speak from a place of experience. I'm not going to generalize them, because I know some cool police. But I'm going to tell you, I done heard the conversations of a lot of them. I know how a lot of them really feel. I know how a lot of them really enjoy locking your ass up. Ask yourself, man, what are you doing to change this situation rather than talking about it? And then next month, we're going to be back to parlaying. Or, in a month or two, we're going to be worried about, the new holidays coming up. What you doing for them babies to make sure they leaders, whether you hit them tomorrow or not? What you doing for yourself, for those who look up to you, to make sure you leading them in the proper direction? Cut that BS music off. I keep telling y'all, man, detach from things of the world. You ain't never gonna be bigger than this world if you tied into it. Man, look here, man. I done told y'all 100 times, and I'm gonna tell you again. If I ain't learned nothing about this bias system, boy, they love the dollar more than they love anything. I'm telling you right now, man, while you politicking, you know, and talking, being upset behind that desk that they put in place for you, man, listen, man, they ain't doing nothing but sitting back laughing, because they understand, man, you need them more than they need you. You relying on them. You relying on them for simple stuff like a bottle of water to give your children, a grain of rice, socks on your feet, and toilet tissue. Man, I keep telling y'all, be analytical. Y'all not understanding how much power y'all give a system that you supposedly hate. How you hate it but help build it up. It's a conflict of interest, man. It's not gonna work. We only been marching and praying for 1,000,000 years. We only, and I keep telling y'all, man, to be analytical. The game is mental. I got a bunch of soldiers in my comments that, oh man, we need to go pick up guns and do X, Y, Z. Come on, man, you dealing with the biggest gang in America. What that's gonna solve? You gonna take one, they gonna come take 8. They've been taking them on the house anyway. The game is mental, man. The game is this, unfortunately. Listen, I would love for all us to be judging based off our character, because I feel like I'm a dope human, poor or rich. I feel like I'm a good dude. I'm a full-time dad. I'm a selfless man. I feel like I'm a good person. But I understand in this system that I confined in, this is what matters to them. So we have to start putting ourselves in positions. We got to start supporting our brothers and sisters when they open businesses. We got to start, listen, infiltrate, educate, and vacate, man. I can't tell y'all enough. Y'all getting comfortable, settling for normalcy. You get in there, get your little badge, get your little rank, and get comfortable. Man, stay useful, man. Stay fighting. Stay analytical. This ain't gonna do it, but this right here can. I'm telling y'all, man, listen. We gotta build foundations of forever living on this plantation, man. Stop lying to your kids. Educate them on the world they live in. August 1st, man, that Unlearn and Relearn program dropping. And it's uncut. I'm not playing, man. I ain't come here to play. I'm not finna sugarcoat with your children. Like I said on the ground, man, Ronald McDonald and not their friend. Your water's filled with fluoride. It's babies out here that got lifelong diseases from the crisis that happened in Flint. Educate them, man. I can't stress it enough, man. Change start with you. Clean up your backyard before you worry about everybody else's. Understand when you pointing that finger, it's 4 pointing back, man. So check yourself, self-eval, bro. I do it every day. I check my circle. I have house meetings. I have transparent conversations with my children so we can really game plan and build and try to be better humans today than we was yesterday. But that's what you got to focus on, man. Detach. Detach, detach. I can't say it enough, man. Cut that TV off. Teach them children about organic fun. Teach them children about their heritage. When you in the hood and you see your dogs tripping, fighting over nonsense or the devaluing dollar, man, step in, stop turning the cheek. But you on social media talking about the revolution. I'm going to be in Chicago in 4 weeks for a speaking engagement. We need to mount up then, because I heard there's a lot going on out that way. We got back to school giveaways all over the nation for our babies. We need to mount up then, because there's a lot going on that way. I can't, man, listen, I'm losing my voice, man. Listen, I'm very passionate about this BS that's going on, man. Break that spirit of dependence and silence. Man, focus up and lay your foundation, man. It's all right to be an individual. It's all right to control your life, man. It's yours. You should be controlling it. We done already understood how the game is run. It's time to put our emotions away, link up, calculate, man, and come up with a plan of action how we can get out this nonsense. Or we can inflict some leverage so we can have some control too. But I'm going to remind you yet again, you are not going to break these chains helping build them and being dependent upon them. Step out, man. Faith, whatever your word is, hope, step out there, man. We all got gifts and talents. But we not gonna get our proper just due if we ain't giving it to each other in the first place. I can't expect a stranger to value my time if every time he see me with my dogs, we wasting it. It don't add up. It don't add up, man. It's a conflict of interest. You cannot bump these rappers who perpetuate ethical genocide and then think somebody else gonna respect us. We buy it. We actually gonna support this crap. They think we actually enjoy this. Man, I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. I'm gonna lose my voice, and I didn't be to play with my kids this evening, man. Look here. Like I said, man, sweep around your backyard. Check yourself. Ask yourself, are you a part of the solution or you a part of the problem? Man, no, man, listen. Change don't hurt, man. Evolution don't hurt. It's good. There come a time where we gotta grow up. There come a time where we gotta stop supporting and champion that BS. And come a time where you know these dudes we look up to and we support and we buy their CDs and show up to their shows, bro, we gotta hold them accountable, man. Them dudes clowns, man. Stop supporting that genocide of your own people. A people, period. It don't bother you one bit. These dudes will show you everything they got, but won't never tell you how they got it. That don't bother you. It don't bother you that these dudes glorify what we going through right now. They talk about knocking their brother head off, knocking their sister head off, about minuscule things like money or dope or ego and pride. Listen, man, I come from a place of experience, like I told you, man. I don't walk that line. Bruh, it ain't nothing to champion about shooting somebody. I done exchanged gunfire. I done seen a bullet going to flesh from 2 feet away. I done hyperventilated and had that breakdown like you seen on Baby Boy. It's real. These dudes lying, man. Hold them accountable. These athletes, hold them accountable. Yourself, hold you accountable. Your children, they teachers, your family and friends, your peers, them dudes on the block, your woman, your man, hold them accountable, man. Hold them accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Check yourself before you check anybody else. Ain't nobody gonna value your time, your experience, or anything you got going on if you don't do it. You cannot perpetuate genocidal behavior and then be mad or wonder why they don't care about killing us. It's like that to them. You told them it was okay. So, I had a lot of requests on my perspective. That's my perspective. Condolences to that family. And me, myself, regarding the physical case and aspect of it, I'm going to wait until more details come out, because I'm not somebody that like to speak on things that I'm not educated on. But the plight of this nation, the plight of my demographic, and the plight of the people that share a lot of similarities with me, I'm very educated on that, man. We got to clean up our act first before we worry about anybody.